Hey everybody, this is Apex Corvid. I'm going to be doing my first Let's Play ever, so please be gentle with me. First game I've chosen to play is Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13. It's a game I've been playing for 4 years now. I love it. I've beaten it a million times. I haven't seen a whole lot of it up on YouTube though. It's a fun one to watch. So I'm going to pop it on up there. Let's go ahead and dive in. So I'm going to be playing on, I think, the best scenario, Gathering of Heroes. Everybody starts with one city. Pretty much everybody is involved in it. Any of the officers from any of the different eras of the Three Kingdoms period you can play as. I'm not going to do original officers. That can get a little cheap, especially if you've got someone who's just maxed out in all stats. Like if I want to test a new tactic, I've got a original officer that I'll use that's maxed at everything, and I use them just to see if it's feasible. And if I can do it with them, then I come back and try to do it with one of the historical officers. So I'm going to play. I've already got it figured out who I'm going to be. I'm going to be playing as the forces of Teng. I just gotta find them here. Let's do a sort. We're looking. Probably a better way to sort this, but here we are. We're getting there. There he is, Teng. We're going to do expert. Sometimes I will knock the troop recovery back. It doesn't really give me an advantage per se, or the computer. It just means that things move a little quicker. You're not dealing with, especially if you're attacking a gate, people just spamming groups of 3,500 people at you when you're trying to knock down a gate or approach a city. But for this, we'll just keep it at expert. We'll go through here. You can't do lifespan in this particular scenario, but that's not the worst. We'll keep killed on historical for the city. We'll have normal amount of disasters. Everything else we'll keep pretty standard. Fast on the message speeds. I did autosave. I've started doing that recently. I had a match where I was just about to the end when I launched too big of an army, and the whole dang thing crashed. It was one city was left. It was just Heejin. I had the entire rest of the map, and I was goofing around. I must have sent an army of about 1 million troops after Heejin just for the fun of it. But that was too much for the poor little PS4. I'm playing this on the PS4. I hear it's actually a bit better if you play it on the computer because the menus aren't so ridiculous. But especially with the expansion, it's not quite as bad with the PS4. I still have a lot of fun playing it, so that's what we'll roll with. Alright. Yeah, we're good here. We don't need to goof around here. So Teng, pretty middle of the road, decent leader, decent war, but that'll give me a little bit of a challenge, make things a little spicy here in the Gathering of Heroes scenario. So he's prefect of Zhiliang, late Han. He actually tried to assassinate Cao Cao. That didn't work out too well for him. He got clobbered. And then Ma Chao, his son, tried to avenge him. He did some damage for a while. Cao Cao got him under control, and he ended up... his forces got wiped out. But he, I believe he joined with Liu Bei and became one of the 5 Tiger Generals underneath him, which is a whole nother can of worms. I'm going to skip the scenario opening. It's if you want to play the game, feel free to go after it, but let's just dive right in here. There's a lot of story in this, and rather than get bogged down with that, let's get to work. Alright, there's Han Sui, my right-hand man. We're going to skip past all that. First thing you need to do is assign your ministers. You got 3 types: war, domestic, military, and each one there can be different special abilities. If you look here, both Ma Chao and Peng Day are military type ministers. You can use them for the other ones, but their specialty is military. They have different expertise though. You have Fierce Charger with Ma Chao, which means your troops are a bit faster. Their defense is a bit worse. Now Peng Day has my favorite one for a military minister, the horse training. What that does is every officer's horse aptitude increases. That means you get a rating from A to D in 3 areas: horse, archers, and spear. Now with the horse training, since he's going to be the minister under my ruler, everyone in my army gets a bump up a complete letter grade. So C will be the worst that my officers can do with horses. If anyone's a C, they're bumped to a B. B's are bumped to A. A stays the same. Now I go horse heavy for a bunch of reasons that I will get into once I get the ball rolling on this. So that is my preferred tack here. Now Peng Day starts with just 1 order if he's your military minister. Ma Chao has 2. So there's a bit of a disadvantage there, but I'm going to prioritize the aptitude and military might there. Let's see what we got for domestic. Not really much to be done there. War, anything? Nothing? Alright, we'll have Han Sui for the war minister. Yeah, and Yang Chui for domestic. Good enough. Let's make sure that we're all titled up. We're good. Okay. Now, everybody's got suggestions, but especially in a match like this, expansion is key. Here in 3 months, everyone on this map, if they're able to, is going to try to expand in the areas around us. So, for the Gongsuns up here, there's not a lot they can do. They don't have any free cities, but you got Zhongshan here, and I will guarantee you that all 3 of these people are going to try and move there. Cao Cao is going to try and conquer the central area and then move on. Lu Bu most likely will try to move over here. We'll see if anyone's competing with him for it. But essentially in 3 months' time, all hell is going to break out. So that's when everybody else starts expanding. A lot of times you'll see people playing this game, they'll kind of take the first season or a few seasons or even year to build up their city, which makes sense. You know, you want to have a good starting base here. If you look at this, my horses, it's only 620. I can't even organize heavy forces yet. So you would think that maybe my priority would be, all right, let's get the horses up before we expand so that we're sending out quality troops. But I know Sima Yi is going to be making a move. Dong Zhuo is going to be making a move. And I want to get through this first season with control of both Anding and Jincheng. I've got 16 officers. So that means I can do, 655 or 664 for officer counts in these, which means that, since Wu Wei is clear back there, I would probably have fewer people in it and prioritize Jin Chang and Anding. But on top of that, to supplement my forces, because I'm not just going to stop when I get these 3 cities, I'm going to hit the ground running here. I don't want to waste any time and let Cao Cao dominate the Central Plains while I'm still up here dealing with Dong Zhuo and Sima Yi. I want to push the advantage early because things are only going to get more difficult the more I wait. So I'm going to be trying to accomplish a lot of things with some junky armies. You're going to see early on I'll be sending out some absolute rabble and relying on tactics, siege weaponry, other tricks like that to beat superior opponents and expand as fast as I can early on. I'm playing the expanded version of Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which means that unlike the vanilla version, it relies a lot more on control And there's the new system of morale, which I will explain when it becomes relevant. But what that does is it really puts more of an emphasis on controlling your troops during the battle, whereas before, in the vanilla version, I would only control the first couple of battles and then just send out forces to do my bidding and be more of, more focused on the admin and making sure that I had better armies in the field than anyone else, but not necessarily having to control the forces to win that. But now the way this is, there's just so much of an emphasis on it that I will always field a main force to do the heavy lifting, and then use other armies to attack weak points or distract the enemy, or just kind of take some of the heat off of me while my main army's doing the brunt of the work. But we'll get to that soon. For now, let's see, Elite Warrior. Let's take a look at the prestige here. So Unparalleled Warrior or Warrior Master. Alright, looks like duels, battles, and comrades. Okay, whatever. So that's what I have to do to increase my skills. Elite Warrior. So this displays what my prestige, the advantages that I get from it. So Teng is an Elite Warrior. You get Flash, which is awesome in duels. See, lessen loss of morale after pincher attack. Hopefully I'm not getting pinchered. I can increase war if I so choose. Not a lot of this is useful. Flash, sure. Drive, I shouldn't be getting in pincher attacks to begin with, but maybe that'll come in handy. The conditioning and the workout, I'm not going to be spending a lot of time at home, so that's a bit of an issue. So his prestige is kind of useless to me, to be honest. But let's make it work. Alright. We're going to start expansion already. We're sending out Peng Day. Horses, of course. We'll send out 6,000 for now. I don't want to gobble up all my supplies. Early on, they're going to become super important because I'm going to be pushing hard. Every supply is going to count. So I don't want to use too big of armies to expand here. We're going to send him out. Now, let's see. We're going to already look for who we can hire. Alright. Because we're going to need everybody we can get. So we're going to hire him. Yeah, we've got some decent guys here we can hire. We need to get after them right off the bat. And there's just going to be more when we start capturing new cities. Yes, train the horses. I love it. Train them ponies. Rumors, that's kind of useless, but we've got people. Yeah, we'll take that. Go ahead and patrol, that'll get numbers up. And I'm actually going to deploy to the other city as well. I don't want to wait. Who's not doing it? I'm not doing anything. Why not? Let's do this. Horses, of course. Alright, we got no troops left, but that's fine. We don't need them. So these guys aren't going to come after me until the second season. So April at the earliest is when they'll hit me. So we're going to take advantage of that. And even if they do come after me, I'm not scared. Still investigating rumors. I guess he doesn't have a lot going on if that's all we're doing. Alright. Okay, that's the Xiaoling Warriors. We need that. That's an instant upgrade to the ponies. Still investigating. Okay, good. Sima Yi is staying where he belongs. I don't want to deal with this shit right now. No one wants to deal with your shit, Sima Yi. Alright. Hopefully we hire them both this time. Looks like one of them failed. Okay, good. We got one. We got one. Still investigating those rumors. Alright. No one to hire, so we'll move there. That's going to change somewhat soon, but let's get that training going. We're going to hold that till we conquer Jincheng. Okay, now we got to get some officers going there, and you need to make sure you watch, especially in these harder difficulties, you got to watch loyalty. If you send someone out there with 80 loyalty and they're on the front lines with the enemy, they're going to get hired away lickety-split unless you immediately deploy them in an army. So I'm not going to do that quite yet, so I'm going to send Ma Yunlu, which I believe is Ma Teng's daughter. I'm going to send him. I don't want to send all of my good folks to the same city. You're kind of mediocre. Yeah. So there's an ability you can get where every season your officer's loyalty goes up. And as soon as I find someone with that, they're getting plugged in at the right minister slot. But that ain't happening quite yet. We're going to call that good for now. Alright, we even got a governor there. We're going to skip that. Basically, they're just promoting me. So my troop count goes up. I got a better title. All that good shit. See if we can hire anybody. Alright. See, now I'm bordering with Dong Zhuo's forces, which means I could attempt to hire them. We got a couple of guys whose loyalty's in the 80s, but it doesn't look like anyone has a good enough rapport with them yet. So we're going to kibosh that. Alright, this is going to be a hot spot. So I'm going to move my ruler, my ministers, Ma Chao there right away. Who else can I take? You're in Jincheng. You can stay there. This is front line, so let's take Monty. Who else we got? We're going to call that good for now. Yep. So that'll have Ma Chao as governor there. Ma Teng, advance here. Peng Day, advance here. We're gonna have to throw down here pretty soon. What do we got? 3,080, 2,400. We got nothing here. So I'm gonna keep these guys in. But no. We'll see. We need to start getting horse proficiency up fast as we can. If I could hire people, I would prioritize that, but barring that, let's get the military up. So these two new cities we have aren't fantastic. Between the two of them, we've got 5,000 people, which ain't a whole hell of a lot, but we can make that work. Let's make sure we got a governor up here. Well, I'm not going to take one of my ministers and make them a governor. Hell no. So, we're just going to have to leave that be for now. Okay, saving, so I don't lose everything if it dies on me again. Alright, the first season passed, which means we're gonna start seeing a lot of stuff go down. Has anyone deployed yet? Not yet. Soon. Yes. Train those horses. See if there's anyone to hire. Still working on him. Yeah, that's not happening. We'll train the horse there too. 3,700, 30. Slowly but surely they're picking up. No stronghold. Alright. You are going to advance. Anding. I'm already thinking about going after Dongzhuo. What's he got? It's gonna be light everything. If I get myself a siege ladder. Problem is these are one officer units. Well, we got Peng Day. Okay, we're gonna start thinking about going after him pretty soon here. I think if I can get some more support from Jin Chang, then we're gonna make a move. Where are you going? Jeetling. Oh, you're getting a little nervous of what I got going on over there, aren't you? Uh-huh. So, Dongzhuo, 5 units, 111.90. Well, that's not a very good barometer. My guys are exhausted. What do you got? 80.76. Okay. Sima Yi's getting a little nervous. Sure. Not my highest priority, but hey, he's not doing anything anyways. Alright, we got more help. Alright, you don't need a formation yet. Okay, let's see how he reacts to this. See if he lets me get that close to a city. We're about at heavy horses up in Wu Wei. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take anyone we can get. Still? Come on, man. Playing hard to get on me. So Peng Day 115, 108. Alright, so he's competitive with what Dongzhuo's got going on. Yeah, we're gonna reform him pretty soon. I've got to keep someone with an eye on Ding so that Sima Yi doesn't try anything stupid. Hopefully he goes after Han Zhang, but if he comes after me, he will be dealt with. Okay, amount of people there. Train 914 858. Let's get these guys started. We'll have Ma Chao do it. He'll be the first person I pull if we need to go to war, though. So we'll see. Alright, if I have 10,000 attack from this side. Okay, I can't move too soon because he's going to have to go through this fortification. And it's got 1,000, that's not bad. Oh, it looks like everyone's deploying now. Yep, Jesus. So we've got Lu Bu. He's trying to go through Hulao Gate. He's already taken Chenliu. Kong Zhuo is moving on him though, so if he's smart, he'll pull back. But Lu Bu is not known for his hyperintelligence. Cao Cao, yeah, he's gonna try and get all 4 properties there. Bianchi from Jin Yang is going after the yellow turbines. Yeah, see, we've got. So I'm tied for properties now. I got 3 cities. They've already got 3 cities here with Yuan Shao. Cao Cao is knocking on the door. All he's really got to do is finish that. Liu Bei's making a play for it. Looks like the Soons are going to do it over at Wu. So right now we're about even with everybody, even though we've been aggressive. So we're about to go to a war. We really need to tackle Dong Zhuo and Sima Yi like bang bang. We can't linger too long and run the risk of falling behind in development. So we can't move too early though. If I attack now, I'm gonna get clobbered. Yes. I don't know why you don't just finish that. Jeez, come on, guy. Okay. So we're through the 2nd season. No blood's been spilled yet, but I can almost taste it. Not worried about any of that. If you're not the ruler, what that is it tells about who's got the best performance for the season, who's earned the most deeds. You get that by fulfilling assignments. Like at the bottom you see Ma Chao's training, Hu Xuan's on a culture mission. The better you do, the more points you get for it. And at the end of the season, if you're in the top 3, you get a bonus to your gold and what's it called? Your rep? Something like that. It's how you earn ranks. So if you aren't the ruler, that's pretty important. But I'm the ruler, so it doesn't matter. Alright, we're about to make this happen. Hire him. Sweet. Aaron Onding. I'm gonna need Ma Yunlu, so I'm sending Han Sui. Ma Yunlu is about to come back up. I think it's her dad, Ma Teng. No stronghold. That's a freaking waste. Alright. So I really want that to be ready to launch heavy units. Wu Wei's about there. But it's time to move. So here we go. You are going to go to Xiangwu. Why the... Oh, you're hiring. Yeah, Ma Yunlu's better anyway. I'm going to use both of you guys. We're going to max that out. We're going to go to horses. 120, 113, not bad. I've got a bad habit of forgetting to take my siege ladders, but we remembered this time. Okay, so you're going to take one just to be safe. Peng Day, you're taking one too. Ooh, we got gold issues. Come on. Alright, so moving gold and other materials is a little inefficient here. So it can really be a pain in the ass. We'll do another 1,000 gold. Max that. Reform Pang Day to carry a siege ladder as well, just in case. No, not worth waiting for the heavies. So here we go. I do not trust this one bit. Okay, well, if we got to, we'll fall back. I got some tricks I can rely on. Actually, sweet. They've got heavy. So we'll send them to Anding. Cheng Yi, we'll back you up. Yes. Cheng Yi? Sure. Yeah, there we go. Shaolin Warriors. This is looking pretty good. I wish it was more than 3,500 troops, but hopefully that's enough to scare off Sima Yi. He'll see our superior troops, they're shiny and silver, and he'll be like, you know what? Not my table. I'm gonna see what happens when I move. Sometimes if you move off a city, the enemy will tip their hand for what they're thinking. Okay, so he's just countering me at this point, which I'm fine with. I kind of wish that wouldn't have happened. Oh well. We'll just tighten the noose. Yep. Here we go. Tightening that noose. Better watch your shit. Ooh. Now here you are. Anyone to hire? Yes, no? Yeah, no? Okay. Well, I've got just about everyone and their cousin in the field, so we'll have Ma Ti do it, because if I deploy someone right off the bat, it's gonna be Ma Chao. Supplies. We're gonna have you wait. How are we doing here? That's about as good as it's gonna get. Advance, Tian Shui. That's right, get them good and scared. You gotta watch this because playing on the PS4, sometimes a dialogue box will pop up that will advance a day before you can freeze like I just did, like I'm having him wait. And it'll put him into battle before you want, which in this case, okay, if you really feel the need to do that. In this case, putting Pang Day, you know, his morale's lowered a little bit. Up against these guys, he's got 6,000 troops, which isn't awful this early on, but look at that. Dong Shuo's got 121, 100, he's got 115, 108, but he's got twice the numbers, so that would be the end of Pang Day right there. So it's time to get this party started. So they're going to attack Tian Shui. As soon as they do, these guys are going to vanish, which means that they've dispersed their armies and they're running back to Tian Shui to counter me. While they do that, Pang Day is going to have to fight all the way through this fortification at Teng, and it's going to take him a little bit. So that's going to be my most vulnerable point in this whole process, trying to take out Dong Shuo, because I've only got 10,000 folks there right now, and I need everybody I've got to take on Dong Shuo. Having heavy units would help, but while I'm developing those heavy units, and that would probably take another season, everyone here is making progress, and I need to consolidate this region on down to Tong Gate at the very least. I need to get Hanzhong, and I need to start spilling down here as fast as I can. Now, the first step of that is I got to take out Dongzhuo, which means that if I take Wu Dao, I'm immediately gonna be in the mix with Liu Zhan's team. So after Dongzhuo, really, Sima Yi is the guy I'm looking at. If I eliminate him, if I take Tong Gate, then I've got that gate as a buffer between my first city and all the forces over here. And this guy is going to be just, well, Sima Yi looks like he's got it. Does he have it? Yep. Well, Sima Yi is going to spill over here to Hongnong, but he's going to be occupied with everyone here looking to expand west. So that'll keep them off my ass. So I take out Dongzhuo. If I had anticipated Sima Yi moving over there, right now would be an excellent time to clobber him here. But my guys are committed at Tianshui, and it would take so long for them to button hook back to Anding that by the time they did, this would resolve itself and I would lose my advantage. So my best course is if I keep on the path I'm on, eliminate Dongzhuo, recruit all his officers, and then push for Sima Yi. It's about to kick off here, but that's going to have to wait for next time. So like, follow, subscribe. Got questions about what I'm up to, hit me up in the comments. I'll hit you back, and I'll see you on the next one.